Good day everyone, thank you for coming to the channel. Today I would like to showcase the Holy Shock Damage. So there was this one subscriber who's been commenting about running a Holy Shock on a Paladin. And it is an option that I know, but I never tried it. But he mentioned about running like a whole Gris set, with that and like lightning facets. So, I got convinced and I kind of played around with my Bear Dream Paladin and made a Holy Shock Paladin wearing a full Griswold set. So let me show you my gear setup, my talents and the whole shebang. So first, I'm using the Griswold weapon with all shell rune. And it's 4 socket with 240 enhanced damage, the max. And here already, like, you have so many options. So it comes with base 40 increased attack speed. But, mostly you want to put lightning facets in as many as possible. But that will bring your speed into question. So, but then when you go into bear, you get like help with the speed. And, here, let me go ahead and do this. So again, this Paladin doesn't have CTA. He has Beast, so that he can turn into bear. So wear bear form, and it has 40 base, and yeah, standard attack. That's all I have. So in a 40, that's all. It's 8 frames, and if you're 120, it's 4 frames, right? So you can play with it because one shell rune is 20 increased attack speed. So you can go like this and then maybe like put on a glove, increase attack speed glove. Then you're again at the breakpoint, and then you freed up 1 socket slot for a facet. And then continuing on with the logic, of course, if you put 1 less, you make it up here. So that means you're going to be wearing like a High Lord and an increased attack speed glove. So then you get like 1 more socket that you could, put a lightning facet in it. But for me, like after kind of like testing back and forth, I decided to go this way because I want the life tap from drag. Most of the damage is going to be lightning damage. It's going to look high on your sheet, 23k max, but it's mostly lightning. Hence, your physical damage is really low, so you're going to need some help with your life tap. So that's why I got a drag here. And also because it's an Paladin, and I wanted to get 2 more skill. So I got Mara's on here. So this was my selection, but if you don't mind going high low, but you'll be losing 1 skill. And see, if it's all skill, it's gonna affect other abilities such as my bear transform right here, the beast. Because that's all skill. Whereas if it's 2 pally, then it's not gonna affect this. Or like let's say 3 offensive ammy, it doesn't affect the bow if you're using a bow or my bear transform when I transform right here. So it's something to keep in mind, all skill versus plus your class skill. Anyways, for me, like I said, I wanted all skill and I wanted to put on this glove. So I chose to go 4 shell runes so that I'll be enjoying the 4 frames per second. And then on everything else, I put in, lightning facets so that I have 8 facets in right now. And as you guys saw, Mara, Gore, because still melee base, Arach for plus skill, Raven, and then BK ring. Just figure, the help from the life, still life stolen here might be, good help. Or yeah, actually because I'm Paladin, SOJ has lightning damage on it. I figured that should boost my lightning damage too. So, maybe that's another option, but either way, I don't think it hurts at all. For my stats, I put enough to be able to use the maximum strength requirement, which was the vortex shield. And when you put on this, you get like bunch of like plus strength, so you got to be careful when you're like putting your skills. As soon as you put 102, you should get up to like 140 something right away. And then I put enough for max 75% defense block on my Holy Shield. And then rest into Vitality. And for my talents, because I'm a Paladin still, Zeal is not needed because I can't Zeal in bear form. And also that allows me to free up talent points to go somewhere else. So in this build, you know, the Korean guy I watched too, he maxed out Holy Shield. And of course, max your Holy Shock. And then the synergies. And then for me, with the remaining, you know, I don't have Enigma. So my mobility would be of the most annoying. And I hate that, to be honest. So, you know, I went to Vigor. And I'm like, you know what? I'm here at Vigor. I might as well just get Redemption because it's just one more point. And sometimes I do need that mana and I have no way to regenerate. So Redemption is going to be that helper for me. And rest, I'm putting into Vigor as I level. And my Mercenary, nothing more than Infinity. Because again, you know, this is a lightning build. So, and plus, you know, enhanced damage is on the lower side. I wish it were higher, but on this one, it was just kind of like, okay, just, you know, I was in ladder and I'm like, just roll once and accept whatever it is and move on because all I care is the infinity effect, the conviction. And this came out, I'm like, I'm not dumping more bourbons, so I moved out. And then a random, you know, fort and Andy with the increased attack speed and fire resistance draw. So right now I have a cow room open, so let me go over, show the cow and the rest of the run, Diablo and the Veil. So come here, go ahead and shield, and you're gonna just go right into bear. Because, you know, you don't bow, you have no CTA. So, ooh, he's lightning resist, but no problem. I swing fast, 4 frames per second. So one thing that I don't like, ooh, Superior Split Mail. I like the graphics of this on my, no, not enough sockets. But I really like the graphics of that armor type on an Amazon. My Javazon has that armor, so you know, I'm always like looking at that type when it drops. But one thing I don't like is the fact that like I have to left click because it's attack, and as you see, my my aura has to be on the right. So as you guys, you know, if you saw my usual, you know, melee videos, I usually like to have my attack on the right, and I'll just right click on the ground and just move around. But Paladin is just one of those that you can't do that with if you are using the aura. Well, actually, you should be most of the time anyway. So that's one challenge that it provides. But still, Dreamed In is such a nice, you know, nice variation. It has so many variations that, like, in a way, like, you know, for me, like, I never thought of Holy Shock at all in the beginning. But it all started with the Dream set and learning about the whole different variation, and now it's like, you know, now I'm the Holy Shock, right? I'm not even using Dream, but to me, you know, this is still like a variation from the Dream set because that's how my journey had begun. It had, you know, begun from the Dream. So yeah, it's, you know, but good thing is everything is usually 1 or 2 hits. It's really quick, it's really fast. And you know, I get the health from the, you know, drag for the life. And as you guys may see, like, I do take good chunk of damage too here and there. Like sometimes it takes me down to like 2k, but with drag definitely brings me back up. Or, you know, sometimes if I feel like, oh my god, you know, just turn on redemption. Ooh, gothic shield, but yeah, piece of trash. And oh, my mercenary also is no, it's not concentration, but it gives the attack rating. Because without it, my attack rating is sitting so low. And, you know, Infinity also helps with minus defense, right? So it makes you hit easier. But overall, you know, like, my, you know, attack is so low. And you know what? On that note, I forgot that I didn't show my charms. And my offhand as well, too. Not as much. Well, here, let me stop here real quick. So Beast, random Beast, one-time pop, doesn't matter. Trash Bow Spirit, Paladin version. And offensive aura lifers. And actually, like, yeah, some of these charms are questionable, especially the 5 all res. Like, I tried it, I already took them off, and I'm like at all res already. So it's because of the sec gives like 50. And again, this was originally for, you know, my other like bear paladin style. So it's not totally itemized properly for this type of style. But nevertheless, you know, this is already so strong enough. I mean, if I were to switch it out, I'll probably get rid of the all res and 2 dex charms, and probably get life attack rating charms. Maybe actually attack rating a fast run walk, because, you know, run walk would be my main source of, you know, transportation. Oh, and you know, another variation that I personally thought of that I would like to try, but I don't have money to build extra tunes for. But if I had the money, this would be my next project, is variation from this, where don't use the Griswold set. So, you know, I made a video about a Holy Freeze Paladin using a Griswold set. And in that video, I mentioned about how I have another, you know, Holy Freeze Paladin, but on that one, I'm not using the Griswold set. Like, I'm more focused on maximizing itemization to, you know, to the talents. So, you know, it's a different feel. It's a different playstyle too. Different tune, I mean different items. So I think in that kind of comparison, like, okay, so I'm running a Holy Shock, I'm not going to be running Griswold set. Okay, and right away, a few things that comes to my mind. Well, one would be the same setup as my Holy Freeze Paladin, the second version, which I haven't showcased yet, which I will later. But like, kind of like him, but on the weapon, I'll probably be using Crescent Moon, because that has, which I'm gonna make it out of Phase Blade, but actually I already have one out of a Phase Blade on my other tune, which I'll probably bring over to test if I want to. And so Crescent Moon, minus 35 lightning resistance, and it has 20 attack speed, and it's Phase Blade, so I never have to repair. It's gonna be fast base. So probably hitting that, you know, the attack speed would be easier too, probably. And then it gives me more, you know, minus lightning. And one thing that a subscriber mentioned on my video about running Holy Shock is like, also he said like, if you want to maximize minus lightning resistance, then it's better to be the Holy Shock yourself. Wow, he's like perfectly immune to exactly what I am, right? Physical and lightning. I can't kill this. Yeah, I mean, my mercenary cannot kill this too, technically. What can you do? I mean, it's kind of going down slowly. I'm not going to sit here forever. Yeah, I'm going to go on. Wow, that's like a perfect combo that I cannot handle. So besides that, you know, moving along. Ooh, let me pick that up. So that would be another, you know, possibility that I would love to give a try. And I guess, you know, for the helm, no doubt Griffin. Probably the perfect, you know, like 2015, right? Without the jewel. Or 25-20, let's say, with the facets. 5-5 facets jewel. I mean, the perfect one would run like what? Probably still 2-300 foreign gold on D2JSP right now. I would guess. Now, I haven't been trading at all lately. I don't know what the prices are like, but I know things have dropped a lot. So, well, that was, it looks like that was cow. Let me move on to Diablo. So, so I'll get a Griffin, and on there, I might get a increase attack speed and all residual if I can at a good price. Because I think I did the calculation already. So if I have an increased attack speed there, that'll be so much of a helper. And then all reds, because I'll be losing like 50 all reds from not wearing the Griswold set. So the jewel would help me out a lot too. And you know, the lightning damage and the minus lightning resistance, oh, you know, exactly what I need. So that's good. And the chest, yeah, the armor becomes a little bit of a question for me. Like my other guy is using a 4-socket life armor with, and he's using cold facets. So I can do the same thing here. But you know, it's like both, like these like paladins that can't teleport to me, they kind of feel like a tank. They're like this, you know, strong tank. You gotta get in melee to do damage. And they're, you know, look at this guy. He's a big bear, you know. He's like a big tank running at you, you know. But he's you know, he can't teleport. His mobility is just vigor, just run around. So it's, you know, it has its downside. For me at least, I feel. So Enigma versus 4 socket life armor with 4 lightning facets in it. You know, I guess the trade-off is, if you think about it, like with Enigma, ooh, no mana, no mana at all. Okay, there we go. Oh, no mana to transform back. Okay, there we go. So I'm thinking like, you know, Enigma, okay, you get +2 skill. You gotta keep in mind that +2 skill will help you with your bow, or in this case, you know, would it still be bow? Yeah. Or bow, or, you know, if you keep the bear style, then, you know, it would be the plus bear ability, right? So you get longer duration and like more like plus bear ability. So yeah, you gotta always consider that plus skill versus plus class, you know, skill. It's different. Like, you know, a lot of the crafted enemy, +2 Amazon, +2 assassin, you know, 20 FCR, oh, nice and all dandy, but just keep in mind, you know, if you bow on that, it's not gonna affect the bow. You know, but as you guys saw, that explosion, almost like the whole group just exploded. So, like my subscriber has said, running Holy Shock itself is very powerful too. I mean, I think definitely it's more powerful because when you're running Dream Set, you could only get to level 30. But right now, I'm running 41 right now. 41. If I had bow, which I don't, it'll be 42, but obviously, you know, I drop bow. And one option I could do is to, you know, carry a CTA right here. And, you know, go ahead and bow off of that. And I actually do have a 6.6 CTA sitting on my mule. Maybe I should, but, you know, I tried that before, but it's a lot of swapping back and forth. And sometimes you forget, like, you know, you can only swap back when you're, you know, when you have your beast on you. So if you don't have your beast equipped and you want to swap back, then you got to swap your beast, and then, you know, so it's a lot of annoying swapping back and forth. I didn't like it personally. And, you know, even after turning into bear, you know, I'm sitting at like almost 5k, right? So I figure, you know, I don't need the mana. But only thing that I do miss would be that plus skill. You know, that 1 plus skill still helps. Especially when your tune is a tune that relies on plus skill abilities, which is perfectly this case, right? So yeah, okay. So that was that. Let me just, yeah, eat redemption a little. Okay, get some mana back. I'll probably, you know, get sucked again, but it's okay. So yeah, as you see, you know, just my attack is just a melee attack, so I have no mana, like, hungerness. Like, one thing, you know, there's that charge, you know, so you could put charge here and then vigor here on the right, and then, you know, run faster. That's what I do with my other paladins. But on this one, I don't do that, because that means I need to get out of bear form. You cannot charge in a bear form. So you have to unbear and then, you know, charge or run faster, and then, you know, rebear in order to fight. I mean, if you're like, you know, skilled character and you care about, oh, ghost spear. Wait, oh, my mercenary died. Oh wow, he must have taken all the blows. That's why, like, I killed the guy really quick. So anyways, ooh, not enough gold. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I gotta go get some money. Give me a second. Thank you. Okay, I brought my other tune. I picked up some gold. And I'm just gonna leave my tune in there. And just make the game a little bit tougher. It should be fine. Okay, so they're all dead. Let me just re-shield. I mean, Holy Shield goes for a long time as far as the buff is concerned, but, you know, still. So like right now, like, okay, you know, I could like just unbear and then charge vigor to go faster, which will, you know, use my mana. And yeah, charge incredibly uses a lot of mana, whether you know it or not, you know. So with my such a small mana pool without bow, yeah, maybe, you know, And is it really worth the trouble? Like, so that's why I don't do it for me personally. I figure it's not worth the trouble. Or I'm just too lazy, yeah. Let's just say I'm just too lazy. I admit to I am lazy. So anyways, here comes Diablo. And he'll probably die in like 2 hits. It's because of the lightning damage, right? Same thing in Dream Set. And these bosses die so quick. Ooh, okay, maybe more than a second, but still. Ooh, Hunter's Guise. Ooh, right now I'm not getting the aura. So that's why my attack rating was so low. Look at that, 36%. But still like 2-3 seconds for 36%. That wasn't too bad. Okay, let me come here. Reshield. Repair. Okay, we're going. Oh, you know, I don't know if you guys saw, but I don't like the new bear graphics on Resurrected. Like, it looks like this one weird, like, troll-like monster. Like, to me, like, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm an anime guy. There's an anime called Berserk, or in Japanese, Berserk. And in that anime, there are a lot of, like, vulgar scenes. It's an adult anime too, it's not for kids. But and there are like these troll guys that come out in that anime, and you know, the bear graphics looks just like them, these ugly trolls. So I hope it's not final. Yeah, well, I don't really voice my opinion on any of these things, but still, you know, like, yeah, they were very I don't know. I didn't like the graphics. I didn't like the bear graphics at all. I wish it were different. And wow, look at all these black souls. I don't like this. Maybe I should get out of here. Yeah, or at least have my mercenary with me. That'd be a good idea. And let me ooh, yeah, redemption comes in, so it helps a lot. Okay. Oh wow, the downstairs is already here. Okay. I'm on the next level. So, yeah, a little suckage. Okay, there we go. So see, it's like, yeah, you know, I tried to, I don't know. I guess I didn't time it right, or maybe. I try to like charge vigor, you know, be Gosu, you know, and then kind of like, yeah, make it happen, but and I couldn't do that, so okay. Ooh, you know what? I'm getting a here. Sorry, I had a little slight interruption. So going on, let me go to Bell. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Railrun, pretty useless to me. Oh, it could repair, yeah, no. The good thing, all these set items, they're so cheap to repair. And there are so many, like, not so many, okay, like probably like handful other type of tunes that I don't have that I would like to try. Like, one is Wolf Barbarian, the wolf howl, the helmet, right? It makes you, you know, pretty much a wolf. It gives you all the wolf effects. So I'm kind of curious how that is, you know, like I guess you could do Goldfine Barbarian with the wolf helmet. So, you know, that looked interesting. And like there are a few other variations of Dream that, you know, like I said, like another version of Holy Shock wearing a crescent moon. For me, like that would be kind of interesting. Oh, actually, I didn't even finish that off. So to finish that off, Enigma or yeah, 4-socket Life Armor. One of the two would be my recommendation of the armor graphics that you like. And based on your armor graphics of your preference, it might cost you too. So, but yeah, oh, let me save my mercenary from these crazy bulls. And then for the shield, I would suggest like J-Stod. So like Jeweler Sacred Targe of Deflection would be the acronym. So basically it's 4-socket, has 45 all res, and it has 20-30. Faster block, whatever, all that, you know. Right, faster block rate, increased chance of block, yeah, that thing. So it's pretty much same as J-Mod, but it's like a Paladin version. And also you get all res, because it's a Paladin version. So that, you know, shield would be really, really nice. and then you can go ahead and socket 4 lightning facets in there. So, you know, if you do that, you will go ahead and increase your damage and have a pretty, you know, solid shield to use. So that would be another kind of variation that I would like to give it a try. But I don't have the forum gold right now for it. So I don't know if I will ever try. But for now, and I'm enjoying this. But I already have most of the pieces. I just need like a shield. Oh yeah, they're all dead. So I just need like the shield that I just said and a griffin. The griffin is gonna cost me. The shield probably will cost me like 50 forum gold if I get lucky, I think. Even if I could find anybody, you know. It's like these days when I look on D2JSP like West non-ladder, there's like 5 people on the forum, it says, at any given time. During the peak, like after work hours on the Pacific Standard Time, like 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, I see like average of 15 people. So it's pretty dead market on the West. Everyone's on the East. And you know, one thing I heard with the Resurrected, they're making the server global. And I really wish they can do that on this too, in the Classic. Why not make it global now? I mean, if you can do it with Resurrected, why not with this? You know, is that right? Like, they didn't even summon any of their Hydras. That was like first. Ooh, oh my god. So see, that's where that plus skill matters. Because if your plus skill is lower, then my bear would have, you know, gone away much sooner. Plus, yeah, there's like more bonuses you get, right? Oh, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a druid. Of course, I don't have the talent here. But of course, you know, more the skill, the better it's gonna be. So that's exactly that. That's why plus skill does matter. Or, you know, making a selection between crafted plus class enemy versus, you know, all skill enemy like Mara. Okay, here's Bale. Let's go see. So yeah, at almost 6k, I was at 73% to hit those minions. So probably it would be lower with Bale, maybe 66%. Let's see. Yeah, wow, exactly 66, like I said. But yeah, thankfully, you know, again, this is a lightning build, and I have the Holy Shock that damages him over time. You know, it's not like uber fast, like 2-3 seconds like some of the tombs, but still solid enough. Oh, that's a large charm. Oh wow, that's the highest level of large charm that, you know, I'm just gonna check it out once. I'm not gonna reroll. No, it's gonna be too annoying to reroll. But it has a potential to become the best of whatever, right? Because it's a Bale charm. Anyways, let me go ahead and ID the 2 jewels I got as well. Let's see. Trash. Anyways, so that was my little variation of the Holy Shock per my subscribers' request. And here, you know, I have my other, you know, gears, you know, from my original Paladin setup. So I'm gonna definitely keep that, and you know, I might build one more Paladin, maybe separate it up, because I don't want to keep respecking, you know, tokening back and forth. So, but anyways, hopefully, like, yeah, as you saw, you know, there's so many variations based on how you socket your weapon, and you know, you don't even have to go bear, you know, to be honest. Like, you can go zeal, but you know, that means you need talent points. So, I mean, this is then, you know, maybe like questionable. I mean, this you need to max out. So there are 3 talents I would say they're non-negotiable. This, and this. Then this is negotiable. If you have like one of those like scepters with 3 holy shield and 5 sockets, so you can make like, you know, bow CTA out of it. Like those like cost so much. I pay like 500 to 700 foreign gold each on my other tunes that I have. So it's pretty costly, but if you have that, you don't even have to invest these points. So you'll be saving like what, 5 talent points. So, you know, and then you can invest here. And then if you have any leftover, then into sacrifice maybe. And also that means your physical damage is higher, which means you might not have to be wearing drag. See, I mean, you see now like how things are all of a sudden mix and matching and changing certain things. Now it's like, you know, like at arcade place, right? You know, you guys play that, you know, that one game, it's like you have a hammer, then you have all these little like, you know, whatchamacallit, I don't know in Korean, what? All of a sudden I forget in English. It's that animal that like digs underground and lives underground. But anyways, it's one of those games, and you know they stick their head up, right? And your job is to like hammer them down, right? So it's like that here too, you know. You hammer down this one thing, and other side pops up. You hammer that out, and then something else pops out. So you gotta keep checking, you know. Am I hitting my breakpoints? Am I hitting this? Am I hitting that? Like, what do I want to accomplish here? You know, my biggest point for me was 4 frames per second. So, you know, turning into bear helps that process. But in return, it means I only can normal attack, like this. No zealing. Which then saves me talent points that I could allocate somewhere else. So it's give and take, you know. So just figure out your give and take and, you know, find the one that you like. There's so many variations and there's no wrong answer. There are only so many right answers. So hopefully you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much and have a good one.